Obviously, not the result that we wanted, but the fight that we wanted, we got. Tremendously proud of our team's defensive tenacity and fight throughout the game. 18 lead changes, a lead with under 3.5 minutes to go in a game against one of the high-powered offensive teams. If we don't have to foul at the end, you hold that team to the low 70s. I just commend what a tremendous defensive effort by our players. They out executed us in those last 3 minutes to go to a 10-2 run. Some offensive rebounds hurt us. Vandersloot made a big play. They got on the offensive glass for some extra opportunities. We had a big turnover. Everything didn't go our way those last 3 minutes, but I can't be more proud of our fight. I think we'll grow a lot from that game. I think they'll see, and when they wake up in the morning, they'll realize how many good things we did in that game to put ourselves in position to beat the team with the second best record in the league. So excited moving forward. That's how I want to play. That's with the intensity and passion that I want to play with and bring to LA. So I'm really pleased with that game's effort.
Yeah. Coach, what's the biggest improvements that you've seen since the All-Star break? You guys played 4 games, 2-2 record here at home. What are the biggest things that stands out to you as a coach as to what the team improved on?
Yeah, I think we're finding a little bit of chemistry. It's been hard because of the multiple lineups and all the injuries and illness, but you can feel a continuity building. You can feel a chemistry and a confidence in certain actions with certain players. They're learning their tendencies. The biggest growth areas, they're just starting finally to get used to playing with each other and within the system. So I'm excited about that. It will help to get Lexi back. Obviously tonight, it's hard to win in this league shooting low 30%. Obviously not, a tremendous efficient night by our guards. But we get Lexi back, get us another guard weapon. We look forward to brighter days.
Hey, Coach, you mentioned that 10-2 run by New York to end things. It's been a couple of times this season where you guys have had just like a scoreless stretch near the end of the fourth quarter where you're in a close game. I'm just curious what you guys have been working on to execute in those situations. And it's just a function of all the lineups, or what else you attribute it to?
Yeah, you got to go make a big shot in a big moment. You got to execute and get the ball, to the players that you want, and then you got to go make a big play. And obviously, some of the players haven't been in this position to be, in that position and numbers called. And it's just, they're going to learn and they're going to grow through all those, really tense moments, and how physical and how much is let go and how you have to screen. So it's you learn, you have to be put in that position. And what I always tell teams in the building process is you got to keep putting yourselves back in those positions so you can keep learning and you can keep finding ways to ultimately win those close games.
Coach Monument from Insider, could you talk about Nick's performance tonight, and also she passed Candace Parker? Could you talk about what she means to the team?
Yeah, I mean, certainly huge first milestone. Obviously, passing Candace to move into second all time. What a storied career she's had here. She, helped bring a championship in 2016. She's been an MVP of the league. She's tremendously loyal to this franchise. Just a huge accomplishment. To trail now only, the legendary Lisa Leslie says so much about what her career has been. Tonight, she's, so vital to us. She's chasing around, Stewie the whole time. Stewie shoots a low percentage for Stewie. You got to credit that, that's NECA on her a great deal, working. And then at the other end, she still goes and is herself, right? You just come to expect it. She shoots 50% from the floor. She scores 20 points, makes big plays when we need it. So you can't talk about NECA enough and what she's meant to us and what kind of year she's had.
Hey, Coach Fredo here with Infinity TV. Jordan Canada today played 40 minutes. She maximized everything she had on the court, shooting 4 for 19 from the fields. What was the strategy behind, Zaya Cook did not get any minutes at all out there?
Just a coach's decision. She doesn't sub ever in for Jordan, so Jordan's 40 minutes don't have anything to do with Zaya's play. But again, Jordan had the assignment to guard Sabrina the entire time. What an incredible job chasing her around, trapping, asking her to do everything. At times then would be on Sloot at times. Sloot had a big game. So you just got to commend, I looked at my staff early in the game and said, Jordan's going to have to play 40 minutes tonight because of what we're asking her to do against Sabrina. So just a warrior. Obviously, it's ultimately asking a lot of her to go to the other end and be a scorer, be a playmaker for us, not the efficient that she would want. But again, you can't compliment her enough for chasing around Sabrina.
Last question for John.
Coach, I felt like in the third quarter, you were out there playing defense yourself. Can you kind of talk about that a little bit? And then also, there was a play that kind of sticks out in my mind in the second quarter when 5'6" Jordan Canada forced a shot clock violation on 6'6" John Paul Jones. I thought that was indicative of her defensive performance.
Yeah, the other night, Sunday, or the other afternoon, Sunday, she battled and got a steal on a post player on a post entry. Tonight, the same kind of play. She's switched and we're in rotation. She finds herself on a big and she doesn't let that affect her and she helps get a big stop. So, just can't say enough about Jordan. That's more what I'm typically like, and I got to pick my places as you build and with the intensity with this team and knowing what's going to work. And obviously we've been down in numbers at times and haven't had all our weapons. So certainly, I pick my moments, but I felt like my old self on the sideline tonight.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.